What was a 1.5 to 3/4 has now grown mysteriously to 2.2 tons and some.
With only 16 people, the team hoped to lift the mast and jib arm of the crane onto its base.
Once this mast starts to actually come off the ground and slides along, you'll notice that this doesn't exactly sit at a right angle.
Black Sabbath to help?
Excellent.
That's great. Loud.
Pulling on plow. Everybody ready? And deux, trois. And deux, trois. And deux, trois. And deux, trois. Okay, everybody all together now. And deux, trois. And deux, trois. And deux, trois. And deux, trois.
You're not
Once lined up, the whole 2 tons needs to be dropped precisely into position.
I think the weight is on there.
Yeah, I think so.
Victory is not.
Woo!
So I was particularly worried about how the base is going to take the load. Typically, wood, when it's overstressed, we say it screams at you. It starts cracking. Nothing at all. So far, it's doing very well.
For Julian, it's a huge relief. His model is a step closer to reality.
Because we're slightly behind schedule, we were hoping to get the wheel on as well today. I think that would have been a mammoth task. So it's early night for everybody, I think, and we'll pick it up again in the morning.
Only Bashar stays up. He is still worrying about tomorrow's lift at the wheel.
Unfortunately, this crane was designed for a 1-ton wheel. Now that we have a 2-ton wheel, all the forces have doubled. And this crane is not happy about it. If I were to just plot out the bending diagram, you can see what's happening. This red represents the amount of tension on the mast from bending backwards. And you can see it peaks right around the center region right here. And this amount of stress is twice what this post was originally designed to take.
In their pursuit to build the ultimate crane, the team have pushed the design to its limit. Early morning on site. Everyone is concerned about the wheel.
Well, the wheel should be lighter for sure. A lot lighter, a lot smaller.
Worried that his calculations indicate a 2-ton wheel, twice the weight it was meant to be, Bashar insists that the wheel is weighed.
Est-ce que tu peux me dire combien elle pèse, la roue?
La roue, elle fait 1 tonne 4.
1 ton and 400 kilos.
The wheel is still half a ton more than it should be.
I told you it's more than a ton.
Yeah, but I told you it was not 2 tons.
Yeah, this is already 1.4. Plus, you're going to add the 2 hangers on it. So it's probably more than 1.5 tons. You lose, my friend. Croissants all around.
No, you lose too.
Okay, so
Both
it's
sort of.
1.5 tons, so we split.
Together, yeah.
We buy them beer and croissant. Okay. 1.5, I feel a little bit better. I still think it's a problem.
Nice and easy.
Bashar's relief soon gives way to another concern. He has learned that the team are planning to pull the wheel up using the back of the crane as a support. To lift a 1.5-ton wheel, they must pull down with an equal force. If they go ahead, it will put a 3-ton load on the crane.
Up until yesterday, we had a tripod.
Yeah, but the tripod was never to be used for the wheel.
Well,
Never,
okay.
never.
All right, apparently, yeah, that's the case because it's not
Well,
here today.
You couldn't use it anyway. Think about the
It's
structure
off-
of it. It
it's
doesn't even
off-center.
go off the wheel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least it would have given us an option. And if I'm understanding what you're proposing to do, this crane will most likely break if you do that.
Without time to come up with an alternative plan, Basher has no option but to urge caution.
What I'm proposing to do is have a very careful sequence of events that will gradually apply the load. So in case we see anything wrong happening to the crane, we can stop it there and then and try to address it.
About there now.
Happy? Yeah.
Happy?
Today is a day of many tests. The first is whether the crane will turn.
Oh, I see.
Okay, moving.
The bearing moves easily on the greased rope. Basher's concern is in contrast to the timber framers' exuberance. They are keen to get the wheel in the air.
You're going to pull this rope tight first.
Yeah, well, snug. Yeah.
Snug tight, okay. And then you're going to have four sides pulling to lift the wheel slowly.
Yep.
And if we notice anything that's starting to crack too much,
We'll increase the tension back on this side.
we'll increase the tension
If it
back.
don't work,
or
the
we
design
can-
was wrong, man. We've lost. You know?
No.
Just go for it.
We have too, no. We have too much to lose at this stage.
1, 2, 3.
Ignoring Basher's methodical plan, they start the lift.
Hang on, some people aren't pulling here.
I'd like to see if there's any sign of distress and just abort the whole thing.
our job. Why don't you pull the bloody rope?
Basher's attempts to call a halt are angrily rebuffed.
Something is going to go wrong here. Just relax.
Because you're in
Let's
charge
just-
and
let's
you've got
just-
a rigger who knows his job.
Exactly.
So why don't you let him take over
Exactly.
and not have you telling him his job?
That's
okay?
it, that's
you're a
fine.
structural engineer, not
That's fine.
somebody who works on a building site. Thank you.
That's fine.
Right.
One person is going to go call the shot. I only have one concern, which
Yeah.
is breaking the crane, okay? You have only one concern, which is the
Yeah.
safety of the rigging operation.
Yes.
I'd like to have a veto. You call all the shots.
Yeah.
But if I feel that something is breaking in the rig, I'd like to call you to stop it and abort it and let the
Fair
wheel down.
enough.
It's only
Okay?
going
Yep.
a couple of feet. If it's breaking the crane,
Well, no, here in
the
in
crane
couple
can't
inches.
stand it, can it?
We don't want to break the crane. Okay, my concern is that if we see something going wrong, we let the wheel down immediately
Yeah.
so we
Well-
can have a chance to fix it.
This is going to be evident here in the next 3 inches. Okay, guys. Rock and roll. We're going to put this puppy in the air. 1, 2, 3.
Are you happy about the way it's going up?
Shut the camera off. I really don't want to talk about
1, 2, 3.
The outside is going to go higher.
Got to pull a lot more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Now together.
Could you hold on a second?
Let's keep going while we're at it, because everybody's going to get tired, and then we're going to drop this damn wheel, and then we won't even have to worry about it. 1, 2, 3, pull! 1, 2, 3, pull! 1, 2, 3, pull! 1, 2, 3, pull!
That's more than high enough.
More than high enough. Okay, we're taking our line all the way around the outside. We're going underneath this line. Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
The wheel is in the air and the crane is still standing. But the timber framers still have to get the wheel into position.
We're right over it, inside down.
In their rush,
slowly.
they have made themselves a host of problems.
Just catching on the side.
The axle won't go into the hole, and they have cut the slot for the rear hanger in the wrong place.
Oh, it's really worthwhile measuring bits of wood when you do a housing.
Indeed.
We've agreed this morning on a plan, a very carefully and well thought out plan to lift the wheel. I spoke to Wes about it, the guy that's doing the rigging is all clear. The next thing I know, what the hell is going on? Well, you're only a structural engineer, what the hell do you know? Okay, I don't know. How do you like it right now?
Give it another kick. That's as far under as it's going to go. That's right under there.
I have no idea what they're doing.
I think it's those pulleys keeping it from...
The pulleys, right, they should be set over there about a foot more.
Yeah.
And it's directly below the pulleys.
Yeah.
It's not allowing it to go in.
The blocks at the top are stopping the actual wheel getting into its axle point on the down arm. So they need to re-rig the blocks a foot further this way so it'll help pull the whole thing in.
In an attempt to push the axle into the hole, Wes repositions the pulley blocks.
You gonna try and sink it in the hole now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm on.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
That's the one.
Oh, it's the one. We're home.
That's in.
Tomorrow's the big day when they must put their crane to the test. An anxious night of planning lies ahead.
Yeah, 30 moves too small.